Mitzvah de Rabbanan means a decree that was passed on by the sages, the Jewish sages, the rabbis, from a couple thousand years ago. There's no new mitzvah today. And then the biblical mitzvah is a mitzvah that's literally written in the Torah, that Hashem said. Now, if Hashem gave a mitzvah, for example, he gave Shabbat, and he said, don't write on Shabbat. Don't write on Shabbat. Not allowed to write on Shabbat. If you write on Shabbat, it's death penalty. It's karet. Isur karet, it's called. Now, the rabbis were also given a commandment. He says, you, as the rabbis, the sages, you have to put a fence around the fence. Meaning you have to get to know your generation and the weakness of your generation and protect them from themselves. So at some point during the last couple of thousand years, the sages saw that the generations were getting weaker and weaker with their servitude of Hashem, and they added something called muktzeh, where they said, listen, we know that Hashem said don't write on Shabbat, because if you write on Shabbat, it's death penalty. So we see that our generation is getting weak, and as soon as they touch a pen, they're going to write. So what are we going to do? We add a mitzvah called muktzeh, where from now on, you're not even allowed to touch specific things on Shabbat that could lead you to make the biblical sin. So not only are you not allowed to write on Shabbat, but the rabbis made a law of muktzeh where you're not allowed to touch a pen on Shabbat. Why? Lest you, if you touch the pen, lest you write. Now, if you touch the pen, it's not death penalty. It's not death penalty. But the problem is that most likely you're going to end up writing. So that there are many mitzvot like that where the rabbis put a fence around the fence simply because they are like the mother. What does it mean like the mother? I'll explain. If, let's say, for example, a mother knows her son, and she knows her son has a big desire for food, and a new Mickey D's opened down the street, non-kosher McDonald's opened down the street, and she knows he likes McDonald's, but they keep kosher now, but she knows that if he sees that McDonald's, there's no way he's going to pass up. He has to have a cheeseburger. He has to have bacon, egg, and cheese. He has to have something that's a Shem Yerachem. He has to. So his father says, listen, don't go eat there. You eat there, I'm going to punish you. You eat there, I'm going to punish you. That's his father. That's what Torah says. Torah says don't eat. His mom, she knows him. She knows her son. She knows that if she says, listen, don't eat there, eventually he's going to eat. So what does she say? Son, if you even go on that block, I'm going to kill you. Not don't eat there. If you even go on that block that has the McDonald's, you go on that block, I'm going to chop your head off. The kid's so afraid of his mom, he doesn't even go on the block. Now, why is the mom merciful with these strong words? Because she knows the weakness of her son. She knows that if the father can say as much as he wants, don't eat there. But if he keeps going there, after 3-4 times he passes that street, he's going to eat. So the mom says, listen, I know my son is weak. I know eventually he's going to pass by, he's going to eat the McDonald's. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a fence around the fence. I'm going to tell him, listen, don't even go on that block, because if you go there, Allah alecha, you're finished. So that's how she protects her son. That's biblical mitzvot.